Welcome to ESPN's Holiday Hoops, presented by Kay Jewelers. And is this one going to be fun? We are here at Madison Square Garden in Duke, one of 7 remaining unbeaten teams. They are 11-0. They are 4-0 against ranked opponents. The Red Raiders are 8-3. A turnover at one end, but then Cameron Boozer gives it back at the other end. And Lawan Watts coming off the game of his life earlier this week. And down with a rebound is Watts. We mentioned the game of his life, 36 against Northern Colorado on Tuesday, and he's got the first 2 baskets in this one.
Texas Tech wanted to come out aggressive on the defensive end, and they have.
And Christian Anderson buries a 3, and what a start for Grant McCaslin's team.
Texas Tech, an excellent offensive rebounding team because of JT Toppin. There are those shot fakes from Watts.
And he lays it in with the left, and how about a 9-0 start? They've allowed 90 or more points in each of their last 2 games, and almost all of the focus from McCaslin has been at the defensive end. Gungba thought about it, and he is shooting the 3 every now and again this year. Amenya with a fake, a drive, and a lay-in, and he's got all 5 for Duke.
Had been the fastest. He was right up there, but not as many as Bubas had.
How about JT Toppin? He is going to have to work really hard. 4th in the nation. Petty slithers into the paint. I don't know if that was a pass or a shot, but it worked out fine for Toppin. To the eventual national champions, the Florida Gators. Wide open 3, and Dame Sarr, positional size. Everybody who plays at least 6'4". Watts again loves to back his man down, and he does it again. Evans has returned as well.
There's some tough matchups.
Boozer on the bench right now. Buster for 3. Anderson steps back, now has Patrick Gungba the second on him. Toppin inside, lays it in. At getting back to the right shoulder, using the left hand. Here's a mismatch in the post. Gungba up and in.
That's going to be so difficult for Lawan Watts to have to guard there.
Harris keeps it in bounds. Again, Gungba and Watts with the shot clock at 10. Darren Harris knocks down to 3, and Duke has its first lead of the night.
Finding the open man, Patrick Gungba, an excellent passer. And just a little late getting to Darren Harris. He rips the 3. McCaslin is worried about Texas Tech's ability to score, but they've got to get stops to be an elite team.
Toppin this time up and in with the right. His dad Carlos is here in attendance, watching his sons play, Cameron and Caden. And there's Cam Boozer banking it in, so skilled in the post as well.
Boozer is an absolute load to deal with in the open side screen and roll. Doesn't really roll, just gets it and faces up, then goes to a back down and goes right to that right hand off the glass. Beautiful.
Here's a guy John Shire would love to see get going on a consistent basis. Isaiah Evans, he is scoreless tonight. A nice pass from Boozer, cross court to Sarr for his second 3 of the game.
Boy, having that size on Christian Anderson made a difference.
Caden Boozer crosses over and lays it in.
Duke in transition has been effective after a Texas Tech miss. Caden Boozer.
Caden to Cameron Boozer. In the corner, Sarr. Got another one! His third 3 of the game. Watts trying to get around. Cam Boozer kicks it out. Corner off the glass and good.
Good scoring instincts.
Boy, I'll tell you, Gungba is getting really physical, initiating contact with Toppin on his way down the court. Kicks it out to Caden Boozer, who knocks down a 3. Watts wants to go one-on-one with Sarr, wants to back him down.
Gotta watch the shot fake.
Gets it to go. He's got all kinds of game down in the post. Watts the high score in the game with a dozen. Boozer gets his own miss. Up and in and 1.
There's just no way at that size. Brown knocked it away from him. His hands are amazing.
Boozer underneath to Brown, who lays it in at the other end. As it was said at practice today, the Texas Tech practice, he's got the best hands in the country. Can't let him knock it away from you. Watts lays it in with the left. Boozer, good defense. Atwell inside. Horner Reverses it up and in over Boozer.
Boy, what a great recovery by Leon Warner.
Here it is. Do they double? Here it comes. And Cam finds Caden. Boozer to Boozer for the bucket. Amazing, given that they only made 1-3. Toppin picked up 3 fouls. Anderson was unable to get shots on that they were only down 10. But now Grant McCaslin has made a change in his starting 5 here in the second half as Watts lays it in. He's got a game-high 16. Is a starter here in the second half, and he is on Boozer right now. Kamenya's open. The assist to Evans, and now 9 made threes for Duke. Red Raiders would love to get healthy in time for conference play. As we mentioned, the Big 12 is so strong this year. A lay-in for Boozer. Ariel Aquintock, a 6'11" redshirt freshman. And another player we mentioned earlier on, Josiah Mosley, a transfer from Villanova. He has yet to play. Into Boozer for the easy 2. They don't have an answer down there. Outstanding defensive self in the first half. Amenya with the fake and the drive, blocked from behind, but it's tipped right to Brown, who banks it in.
Because of his defensive versatility and really defensive brilliance.
A much-needed 3 there for Donovan Atwell and the Red Raiders.
Would agree in the ACC office, a down year for the league. Not so much this year. It's one of the better leagues in the country this year.
Boy, I'll tell you, Watts gets A for effort all the time. Following up on that 36-point outing, he's got 20 already tonight.
What a pass.
They play on, and Cam Boozer will finish again. Anderson with Cam Boozer switching on to him. A little push there by Anderson to create the space and knock it down.
Anderson, when he got the switch and got Boozer on him, he did give a push off there, but that just little stop and step back move helped him create that space.
From a physical standpoint, you don't get much of a break when you're Texas Tech when a guy like Dunbar comes back into the game. Corner 3 will go. And now they've got it back, but not for long. Malik Brown takes it away.
You always have to be aware of where Malik Brown is. Seems like he's not in the play, just knocks it away from Lawan Watts and turns a disadvantage into an advantage. Considering his great-grandfather invented the tater tot.
Well, we owe the family as a whole a huge debt of gratitude for inventing the tater tot. And here's a huge play.
Just off that screen and drop coverage, something we showed a little bit earlier from some of the prior games.
On the corner 3, shot clock does not reset as the Red Raiders get it back. Petty, 6-point game. Grant McCaslin started yelling at everybody, red ball, and then they corrected it. A bucket and a foul for Toppin, and the Red Raiders are right back in it, given everything they are dealing with by Tech. Petty, no. Fouled by Anderson, and it's a 2-point game. Groves is on Boozer. They're keeping Toppin away from him. He's on Brown. Evans now has scored. Good closeout by Anderson. Shot clock at 4. Foster. Yes.
Well, that's a big bucket by Caleb Foster.
Into the paint. Steps back and hits. Boy, he's crafty.
Well, he's so good at getting a defender on his hip.
Keeping them within striking range. Down by 6, 7.5 to go. Boozer. Long strides into the paint and a chance for 3. Cam Boozer will be heading to the line looking for a 3-point play. Amenya won't force. Into Boozer. Kick to Foster. Wide open. And Boozer took it away from Toppin to lay it in. Again, after Texas Tech had gotten within 2. Anderson with a long 3.
Well, that's what Texas Tech needs is for...
And good defense there by Groves. Didn't foul Brown and bothered him enough. Anderson again.
Now they got to switch with Boozer on Anderson.
Ball's loose. Shot clock at 3. The force. Got it on the rim. Toppin lays it in. and it's a three-point game.
With this Texas Tech team, off balance, throws it up almost with his left hand, and then Toppin with his first offensive rebound bucket of the game.
The rebound.
Couldn't really corral it with that left hand when he made a difficult catch.
Caden Boozer floats it up and in.
Really smart attack by Caden Boozer in transition.
Gungba switches onto him. Deep three. Got it! And it's a two-point game. 5 on the shot clock. Foster spinning into the paint. And they do not get it off.
From the bench.
Now 19 in the second half for Anderson. They can tie or take the lead on this trip. They'll tie it. Toppin from Anderson. Remarkable stuff, Jay. Boozer. Fouled. Either Groves or Petty reaching in. It'll be Petty to send Boozer to the line.
Roll with Christian Anderson and JT Toppin, so difficult to deal with.
Another missed free throw, this time by Boozer, as Gungba sits. And 1 of 2, 1-point game. With just over 2 minutes to go in regulation. Toppin trying to back down Boozer. Easier said than done. Turnaround! Boy, maybe not what he thought he wanted to do, but he knocks it down, and the Red Raiders have the lead.
Well, we are just saying big-time play after big-time play.
1:20 to go. Evans has it knocked away. Anderson in transition. Goes! In the second half.
You got to go to Cam Boozer here. They isolate him on the elbow.
He kicks it out. The three. Caden Boozer from the corner. And it's a 1-point game.
He just has the...
And it all may come down to this here. With the game clock and the shot clock virtually bang on. Cam Boozer. And a foul is called. 2 shots for Boozer. Each team with 1 timeout remaining. Got that one to tie it up. Shot clock turned off. No timeouts for the Red Raiders. Looking to win it right here. Foster guarding Anderson, down to 8 seconds. Anderson trying to drive it. And a foul is called on Foster with 3.4 to go. Makes it. One of 2, tipped. Evans has it, and a timeout called with 1.9 to go. Here we go. Foster gets it in. Boozer puts it up, and Texas Tech wins it. The Red Raiders come up with one of the most remarkable victories for any program this season.